Do you have an important job interview or audition coming up that you're super nervous about? There are 4 things that I teach my students around preparing for these important events, and one of them is super cool. It's actually a bit of a magic trick. It's called frog breath. No, not dog breath, but frog breath. The really amazing thing about this technique is that it relaxes the throat really quickly and allows maximum airflow into the lungs, even without thinking about breathing. So if you want a quick trick to help you relax your voice and get your mind ready fast, then stay tuned. Q&A Tuesday, all your voice questions answered. Hi, I'm 𝒊𝒏𝒕𝒂𝒏𝒕, Holistic Voice and Presentation Coach, and today I'm going to take you through 4 simple steps that will help you ace your next job interview or audition with a better mindset and less nervous tension. You ready? Step 1, let's talk about preparation. Firstly, there are 3 steps to preparation that I want to share with you before I teach you the magic frog breath technique. Number 1, make sure that you eat a meal high in protein and complex carbohydrates at least 1 hour before your interview or audition. The reason? Because you have to have calm, focused energy to think clearly and be on your best game before the interview. If you eat too much sugar, you're going to get a sugar high at first, sure, but then shortly after you'll actually crash and burn getting that sugar low. That will feel you leaving shaky, weak, and emotionally unstable. Yep, sorry, sugar is bad news. So please make sure that you eat a sensible, balanced, simple meal before any interview or audition to give you the best head start. Prep step number 2, hydrate. Now, many people simply don't drink enough water. They forget, or they're just not in the habit of doing so. If you're not hydrated before your interview, your mind and your body are not going to be working optimally for you. Your mind will slow down and become foggy, and you won't be able to think or answer questions correctly. So drink at least 1 liter or 2 of water an hour or so before your big event. Not only will your body and mind be better equipped for thinking and action, but your vocal folds will be super happy too. You see, vocal folds need hydration too for them to function properly. If they're dried out or dehydrated, they're going to sound croaky or crackly and raspy. And you'll find that they'll also produce a lot of mucus trying to make up for the lack of moisture. So remember to drink at least 1 liter of water before any engagement, interview, or audition. Prep step number 3, vocal preparation. I know I talk about this a lot on my channel, but warming up your voice and your body is absolutely essential if you want to make a good first impression. Make sure you do some basic warm-up routines before you jump on that Zoom call or walk into the office for the interview. Now, I know what you're thinking.
Why on earth would I need to do that? I'm not a singer.
Well, here's the reason. Have you ever called somebody too early in the morning and you hear them answer the phone all croaky and sleepy, and you know in an instant that you woke them up? How do you know? You can hear it in their voice. This is the sound of a lazy, sleepy voice that is dehydrated. People know the sound of a sleepy and uninterested and motivated voice, so don't fall into the trap of leaving a bad impression simply because you couldn't be bothered putting in a little bit of effort and warming up your vocal instrument. Now, simply check out my YouTube channel here and you'll find 2 quick vocal warm-up videos that will get you into your full vocal glory before you walk into that door. Now, the frog breath technique. If you have ever sabotaged an interview or an audition, This technique will really help you. The very first thing that happens to us when we're nervous, we feel an enormous stress on ourselves and we feel tension. Tension in the neck, tension in the abs, tension in the throat, tension in the vocal folds. All of this makes us sound like we're choking and stops the vocal folds from moving freely. Now, if you're a singer, this can be a really bad disaster, and it can also be problematic for speakers too. So this is a simple trick I teach all of my students to help them relax their voice, ground and calm the breath, and lighten the mind before they speak, sing, or present, and it works a treat. It's called frog breath. Now, just a warning, what I'm about to teach you is not anatomically correct. It's meant to be a visual representation of an exercise to help you relax and breathe properly. It works super fast and it helps us calm down and open up the full power and capacity of our vocal range with no tension. Here we go. I want you to take a breath in and I want you to open up the airways and imagine you're going to swallow a little green tree frog. Now imagine opening the airway pipe all the way from the throat to the tummy region. You'll find that if you do this correctly, the breath will simply efficiently drop right down into the lower area of the body or the belly. It actually feels like it drops into the belly. Now, of course, we can't drop air into the belly, but it feels like that. Now, we also can't swallow a frog into the airway, and we don't breathe into the belly, but it's just a visualization and it works really well. Let's try it together. Imagine you have a little frog in your hand. You're going to place it down your throat, open the pipe all the way down, and you feel your tummy pops out and it feels like the frog has literally, boom, hit the bottom of your stomach. Immediately, you've opened your throat, you've relaxed your throat into more of a yawn position, and you feel that diaphragmatic breath really take hold. Now, what happens when you're diaphragmatically breathing is that you have a full lung capacity and a relaxed mind. Now, see how easy that is? It's so quick, you can do it in 2 seconds and it works really fast. You feel your whole throat open up and become so much more free. So try these 4 steps for yourself and let me know how it works out for you. See you next time.